opinions vary.
I'm in Newtown, mid Wales, Powys. Now, this company used to be called Texplan, and Texplan was a factory that was basically the place where they printed the Laura Ashley garments, all of the textiles and all of the fabrics for the whole of the Laura Ashley empire, if you like. And just up the road from here in Carno is actually where Laura Ashley is buried. There's another factory up there, a long time ago, was dissolved now in 2020, but Laura Ashley was a really, really important person in these areas. And as I say, this factory is where they used to make all of the fabrics, the textiles, and then they go up to the Carno, a place called Carno, which is about 15 miles from here, and that's where they'd print them, not print them, but manufacture them after the printing. So it's actually a really interesting building, and there is a public footpath just here off the road. It's quite a busy road actually, this industrial estate. It is absolutely Baltic, so cold. But we do have a gatehouse there, and we do have a path that leads up, and I'm just going to let him know that I'm going to put the drone up for the purpose of making my video, and have a chat with him, see what he's got to say. But it is an absolutely beautiful day in the heart of mid Wales. Caution, icy conditions. 10-mile-an-hour road. Stunning. Wonder whether I can have a chat with him. He might know a little bit about Texplan and what was here before, but we'll see what he's got to say. All visitors and drivers must report to the gatehouse. Hello.
Hello.
Hopefully. I'm doing a video on this factory because it used to be the home of Laura Ashley.
Yeah, you need to get permission to do that.
Right.
And I don't think they will allow it.
Oh, okay. Who do I need to get permission off?
Well, I can speak to somebody now and to see exactly what are you doing exactly.
Well, this was the site of Laura Ashley. It was the site of Texplan, and it was taken over in 2020 by Britpart, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's what it is. I want to put the drone up in a bit to get some aerial footage for my channel, for my YouTube channel.
Right. If you just bear with me just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
If I can get you to switch off the item for me now.
The camera?
Yes, please.
Right, okay. I can't do that because I'm making a video at the minute, and if I do that, it'll sort of ruin the footage.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll try and get hold of somebody now,
Yeah.
and see if they will speak to you.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously...
That's fine. I mean,
they're quite sensitive about things like this.
Right,
you know,
okay.
So, I mean, we did used to have a chap who came and did some video footage.
Yeah.
It must have been 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think that was to do with Laura Ashley as well. And
Yeah.
I think he sent them a DVD.
Yeah, well, it's an incredible thing because it was such a you've up in Carno you've got the manufacturing side which used to be there, and that's where they print the fabrics here and they take them up there and make them all, and and obviously Laura Ashley being from
that's what they used to do.
Yeah.
They used to print their own fabrics here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that they ceased production. I think it was in the late 90s.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it was dissolved sometime.
They started to then buy.
That's
the
it.
The
Yeah.
fabric in.
Yeah.
But just bear with me just a minute, and I'll see if I can get.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I'll just have a little walk around. I won't go past your barrier because that's obviously
that's no problem.
private property, isn't it? So yeah. So there we go. The gentleman's going to inquire for us to see whether or not we can put the drone up and do some filming on this site. Obviously, we know that we can. And the law says that there's no problem at all putting the drone up from a public footpath. But we'll let him ask anyway, just to be polite. obviously try and work with people rather than against them. But yeah, as you can see, it's quite a big site. The guy was very friendly, very helpful. Can't fault him. He had his SIA badge on as well. He didn't like the camera initially, but we are in a public place, and we are allowed to film, and obviously whether they're sensitive or not is entirely up to them. But we know we can put a drone up in the airspaces uncontrolled. Well, not uncontrolled, but it's not controlled by Britpart, I believe. So but I like that sign. That's a good sign. Caution, icy conditions, and that's very good. So all visitors must report to that. I like your sign. That's very good.
I have a chat with him.
Yeah.
He can't see you at the moment.
Okay.
If have you got a card that he can contact
No,
you?
unfortunately not. I'm not here for long. I'm only here for sort of half an hour, and I just wanted to get a bit of footage of here, and just let you know I was going to.
He needs to speak to you first.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're quite sensitive.
I know. Yeah.
About it.
I think if I could just explain the law on it, with the drone that I've got is a small drone.
Yes.
Okay, it's 249 grams.
Yeah.
So it's a C0. It's classed as a toy, effectively.
Right.
Now with that type of drone, you are allowed to put it up and over buildings without permission, and the reason that is because the Civil Aviation Authority control the airspace.
Right.
All right. So I asked because it's very polite to ask, obviously.
Yes,
but even if the gentleman come out and said I can't.
Yeah.
From a public, as long as I remain on public land,
Yes.
I'm not actually. Is this private here?
Yes, it is.
This
all
is
of this from the road to here and beyond. The reason why they've actually gated that is that's because to actually stop unauthorised entry. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
But basically,
yeah.
all that this is like sort of private.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. But from a public place, I am allowed to put the drone up and over, as long as on the app it says this is a no-fly zone. It is a fly zone. I've just checked, and it is.
Right. Okay.
So I'm just trying to be polite and say
I know.
I'm going to put the drone up and take some aerial footage, and then I'll be on my way.
I shall need to tell him.
No, that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to be polite and let you know that.
That's fine.
Obviously,
just bear with me.
You guys control this, but the Aviation Authority control the airspace.
Just let me have a chat with him and see what he says.
That's fine.
Then of course I will explain the situation as you've explained it
to
me. So.
And it's for a video, and the purpose of the video really is just to promote what this used to be, what it now is, which is Britpart, which is great,
Because at one time, Laura Ashley, that they were very. I mean, I've worked on this site for 17 years.
Have you?
So,
wow.
So I was here when Laura Ashley.
Oh, right, okay.
And to be honest, they used to be really, really.
I'm sure.
Hot on it.
Sensitive.
They wouldn't allow anybody.
No.
Absolutely. Even journalists. We used to get loads of journalists at the end of the road. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and that's all I am effectively, is just citizen journalist, if you like. And
a freelancer. You're a freelancer.
I am.
Right.
And all it is it'll be uploaded, and all the video will do is explain that that Britpart now own it. It's been taken over. It's great for the industry. It's great for the economy. It's great for the community. Yeah. So it's that sort of thing. And actually, you've been really good and really helpful.
Just bear with me then, and
I'll tell you what.
Chat with him and see what he says.
I'll tell you what I'll do, because you've said this is private. I will remain over there. But
and I'll come to see you.
That's fine. Okay, no problem. Thank you. I didn't want to come on because obviously I think this bit's private, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all private property.
Yeah. Let me just go. Tell you what. Let me just stand back here. I'm just, as I said to the chap there in security, I'm just doing a video on for YouTube. On the company. Obviously, it used to be Texplan. Just get you there. Used to be Texplan, and it's now been. I think it was took over by Britpart in 2020, something like that.
End of 2020.
Yeah. So I'm really here. All I'm doing is I'm doing a video on, because I know that it used to be Texplan. They used to do all the printing and things here for Laura Ashley, and then they went up to Carno to do the manufacturing, I believe. Right. I mean, I know quite a bit about the history, but all it is I just wanted to let you know, or let the chap know, that I wanted to put a drone up and do a bit of aerial footage, a little bit of footage of the plant, and just in case somebody says you've got a guy outside who's flying a drone,
yeah.
you know that I'm here, and that's what I'm doing. So, that's all it is. It's
what's the drone for then? What's the footage for?
It's just for me. It's just for video, for social media.
Right.
Yeah. It's advertising the plant effectively. I film interesting things. So if I think something's interesting, this particular building has got an interesting history in terms of the community that worked here. It's now been taken. It lay dormant for quite a while, and now Britpart have taken it over, and it's actually. I don't know how many jobs it's created. I was hoping maybe you could give me a little bit of information really for the video, but basically that's all it is. It's just a video to go onto YouTube for people to have a look at, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, if you've got some details, I can get marketing to give you a bit of speak about Britpart.
Yeah, I mean...
Some more information on the site as well.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
if there's any problems with the drone, if it lands on the site as well, causes any damage, have you got any insurance for it? Or?
I have. The drone is 249 grams. Okay, so it's classed as a toy effectively. It's
through a window. Well, it's going to cause some damage, isn't it? So. Do you have
it could do, I suppose, but it is lighter than a bird. That is the point.
From our point of view, if say it causes any damage to a site or
yeah.
it's a member of staff,
okay, yeah,
we just want to know whether there is appropriate
right.
in place.
That, in the unlikely event that would happen, then yes, I would be insured. Yeah.
Can you provide any details
of what?
Who you
are? Just citizen journalist, just doing some footage for a social media channel. Right. Yeah, no, I wouldn't give my details out, but this is for social media. It's not, if the drone was to fall out of the sky, I'd have to retrieve it, and at that point I'd have to put a claim in, and then you'd get my details. But I wouldn't just ordinarily offer all of my private information out.
Okay.
But that's all it is. I just wanted to be polite. I could have just stood over there and put the drone up, but I didn't want to do that. I thought I'd just let you know first.
Yeah,
that's all.
No, we appreciate that. It's just say we would have liked a little bit more information from yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I mean, if that's okay.
How long will you be here for? Do you know? Or?
10-15 minutes. Yeah. I'm literally here. I was here just for half an hour. I mean, I have to say the chap in the gatehouse was very polite. He was very pleasant, very professional. He did say that I couldn't put a drone up. He said obviously that it's private, and I said, look, just to let you know, it's the airspace is controlled by the Civil Aviation Authority. It's not private. Google Earth can take photos. Satellites can take photos. Yeah. I'm not here to for any privacy concerns or anything like that. It's literally a flyover. It's a very, very small drone, and it just provides footage for me, for my video, to say, look, this is the plant. This used to be Texplan. Do a little bit of narration over the top. And obviously, I will be advertising Border Holdings as well, and Britpart. I will talk about them as the company that's taken it over and that's provided industry for the local economy and that sort of thing. It isn't something I want you to be worried about. Okay,
we're happy to work with you. If we could have some details, we can give you more details about what we do.
Yeah.
About what we do here, we can.
Well, the information I get, it just comes off the website.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like I want to just walk in and that's not what I'm here to do. Essentially, it's just a video for because it's just interesting. It's just I find certain sites interesting, so I go around, fill them, put a drone up, put it up on social media, and then basically how you guys react to that, if you like, is what makes the video the video. It's that simple, really. It's just a bit of freelance journalism.
Yeah. Well, say if we could, it's a bit of give and take, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we could have a bit off you, I can pass your details on to marketing.
Yeah.
They might come around and say, this is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Invite them back down. We can show you inside. We can show you how we've changed it as well.
No, I totally understand that. I totally understand that. But the video isn't really about that. It's just about, this is what it is. Yeah. This is the company. This is who's took it over. I find this place quite interesting, so I'm doing a short video on it. And again, as I say, part of the interesting part of the video is about you guys coming out, me having some interaction. I mean, you wouldn't believe, the whole reason I told you is because sometimes you'll put a drone up and then you'll get you'll get people coming out and they're sort of ranting and raving at you, and you think, well, why are you doing that? And it's private. Well, if it's private, it'll be indoors. I can't see anything from the air other than the roof and some skips probably, but it viewers, believe it or not, well, you don't have to believe it, but on YouTube people find certain things quite interesting, and I can tell you that this sort of thing people find interesting. It's as simple as that, really.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go over on public land, put the drone up, and I'll be gone. And then I'll edit the video and pop it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean the only area, there's people working outside there. I don't know how good the camera is, whether you'll see their details or not.
Right.
If you can, I would appreciate if you could blur their faces out.
Yeah. Okay.
The rest of the site should be.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, anything I can see from public land.
Yeah.
It's not private, is it? I mean, we all walk around every day and we see various things, and nobody cares. But unfortunately, the minute you get a camera out to do some video, and everybody sort of seems to freak out.
The lads working there haven't consented to having their face on YouTube, have they?
I don't need it. They're in public. They're out in public. The drone wouldn't be flying low enough to pick up somebody's personal. Wouldn't.
That's what I was trying to get at. If it is,
it's not.
Can we blur it out? If not,
yeah. If anybody is worried about anything like that, they can go onto social media and put in a public access request for that, and they can then I can bring the video down, put it up, but you're going to see the top of people's heads if that. Somebody's lost.
Sorry, could you share the YouTube channel with me?
I don't normally know. It's just goes up onto social media. It might be YouTube. It could be TikTok. It could be Twitter. It's various sort of things. Well, if you were to search Border Holdings or Britpart or Laura Ashley, you'd probably find it.
On what platform?
You could look on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it won't go up straight away. It'd take me a while to edit it and make it look, and I'll do a bit of narration to it and that sort of thing. Yeah. But look, you've come across brilliant. So is a security guard. There really isn't any issue. It's just really interesting. A lot of people don't like to see themselves on YouTube or on social media, but obviously you guys didn't want me to put the drone up, so the chap there said, well, he's going to come out and have a chat. Obviously that's up to you, isn't it? But
it's not something we have a lot of requests for.
No, I know. I can imagine. Yeah, it is. It's just citizen journalism. It's freelancing. It's whatever you want to call it, really. Yeah. But that's it. Nothing to worry about. Nothing malicious. Nothing with any sort of intent. It's just an interesting video about an interesting site that used to be Texplan. That's now Border Holdings. That's created jobs for the economy. It's literally that simple. But it also shows how you guys have been, which is really good. Yeah. So, All right. I do appreciate your help as well. Thank you. So there we go. Really interesting conversation with that chap there. He's obviously worried. He's concerned about security, and that's fine. Who wouldn't be? At the end of the day, it is a sensitive site. I guess they are dealing with Land Rover parts and all sorts of different automotive parts. But they've been brilliant, and to be fair to them, I have absolutely no complaints with that interaction at all. So what we'll do now, we'll get the drone up and we'll get a little bit of footage and go from there. So there we go, Border Holdings UK, really interesting conversation. We'll pop over onto some public land and put the drone up. So we'll have a little look on Drone Assist and we'll zoom into where we are, and as you can see, there are no flight restrictions in this area. There is a helicopter landing site in a factory further down, but other than that, we're good to go. So let's get the drone up and see what it looks like from above. So there's the gatehouse where we were stood before, chatting to that kind gentleman. What a beautiful day. Look at that view. Cold, but a beautiful winter's day. It's not actually as big as I thought it would be in comparison to some of the factories that they put up nowadays. It's an older factory, of course. There's a chap walking back in, I think we were talking to before. See the lorry there with some goods waiting to go on. No solar panels though. That is surprising. Maybe that's something that Britpart Border Holdings will think about for the future, because that's quite a surface area. Ah, there's the helipad. I see. Now I did read about that. I thought that was the helipad for a different factory, but when this was Laura Ashley, Bernard Ashley had his own helicopter, and I believe he used to arrive here to inspect the fabrics and have meetings and that sort of thing, but there we are, that's where he used to land. Not a lot going on around the area here, a couple of private vehicles, storage unit there of some sort, a skip, but we can see the heating and the steam coming out of those chimneys there. A cold day, minus 5.5, minus 6 I think it was this morning. And forgetting my gloves whilst flying the drone is not a good idea. So we'll go around the side here, have a little look. Everyone's on holiday. It looks like something's been demolished down there from the previous factory. Wonder what that would have been. Circular silos or something like that, maybe. Not really sure. But I know that they would have used a lot of dyes, a lot of colours, a lot of inks back when it was Laura Ashley. But of course now it is Britpart. Some containers. A lot of room for storage though. If this is just a distribution centre, then, which I believe it is, for Land Rover, Range Rover, automotive parts, that sort of thing. There's a skip there with some sort of, it looks like a metal skip, so perhaps some aluminium in there. And there's a walkway across from the main factory to whatever that building is there. I mean, the chap didn't want to tell us too much about what goes on there. We took a little bit of information off the website just to say what it is they hold and what it is they distribute, but it would have been interesting to find out a bit more, but obviously he wanted details and stuff like that, which kind of defeats the purpose of an audit, really. Some benches there for the staff in the sun. Only 2, mind. And what looks like somebody down there loading the lorry. Excellent. It looks like some parts either coming in or going out. Perhaps those ones on the left there are ready to go out. Very tidy. Yeah. Not really sure what the chap was worried about. But it's great to see, you know, all of these factories exist all around us and we don't very often get to see what goes on. Looks like he's tightening down the straps there. Yeah. Loading up. Good stuff. And there's the staff car park around the back. It's a really nice site. Pretty site. And look at that. What a view. The bypass up there. Newly developed Newtown bypass across the top. And what a fantastic view across the valley. Newtown, Mid Wales. Sleepy little town, but a hive of industry. Good stuff. But hopefully in the future they'll get the solar panels on there. If you do get to watch this. I didn't get the chap's name, but he was a friendly guy. You know, obviously it's unusual for someone to come along and just start filming a site and without any prior sort of not permission but prior notice. But that's the whole point. I mean, we don't want to look inside as such, we just have a look around and see the factory, see the grounds, and have a chat with the security and the manager there. But it was all very friendly and very cordial. But great to see Britpart providing jobs for Newtown and the surrounding area. Good stuff. So there we go. Border Holdings UK, Britpart. Very, very nice interaction with those gentlemen, and I'll give him a wave, see if he can see me. Thank you. Yeah, he gave us a wave. Thank you. Brilliant. There we go, Border Holdings UK. What a fantastic interaction. That's me. First video. See you on the next one.
Opinions vary.